This portion of Lee Pitts Live is brought to you by Hodges University, educating the leaders of our community for over 20 years.
Marc, good to get you, man.
Good to be here, Lee.
Hey, Marc, tell me, what is your actual responsibility? We see your title on the screen. What do you actually do,
Yeah,
man?
it's a long title, and to sum it up, it's basically planning capacity for the school district to make sure that we have enough seats for the students that we're enrolling, and also projecting out what we're going to need for seats down the line. As you know, we're a fast-growing county. We're going to make sure we can get all these students into our schools.
What do you like most about your job?
I think making sure that our students get the best possible fit for themselves when they get into school. We have some very unique schools. You want to make sure that they get the opportunity to shine.
When it comes to planning, what would surprise the general public that goes into that process? They may think it's, oh, you just know kids come, you put them in a seat.
Right. I think school choice is the most amazing feat that we have, where parents actually have a choice at which school their kids go to. And that's quite a process to make sure that that happens. Right now, we're running about 85% of our students get the seats that they want. Another 95% get at least one of the top 3 choices of schools.
Mm-hmm. Can we just interchange the word school choice and school assignment, or is it a student assignment is a slight difference there?
It's a slight difference. Student assignment is how we actually assign students to a particular school. School choice is basically talking about the open enrollment period in which parents can actually come into the office and apply to a school, rank the schools by their choice, and be assigned to one of their top choices.
The process of how we do that, is it a good process? Does it need tweaking, or just kind of speak to that?
Oh, everything we do with the school district, we're looking for continuous improvement. So there's always room for tweaking. And as a matter of fact, we do on an annual basis look at the plan and tweak it so that we can meet the needs of the students the best.
If you were the guy who's in charge of capacity, I think that's what you said you do.
Certainly, yes. That's one of the roles.
And you are that guy. What's the one thing you would look to tweak right now?
I would probably say the special program offerings that we have in each of our zones. We have a lot of great opportunities for students. I think we need to grow those, provide those academic, rigorous programs that parents are looking for.
What are some key goals that you're looking at as far as student assignment is concerned?
Well, student assignment, we want to continue to make sure that parents get the schools that they want for their child, and that our schools offer the programming that really addresses the unique needs of each of our students.
Now, when I think about the best school for the kid, I'm always thinking about the closest school, but that's not always the case, right?
You're correctly. In most cases, in some cases, the closest school might not always be the best fit. We really encourage parents to get out and visit schools, check out their websites, take tours of schools. All of our schools offer tours for parents. Get into the schools and find out what type of program they offer. All of our schools are great, but they all offer unique experiences for our children, and we really need to get out there and explore what the best fit is for our child.
How does that process actually work?
The student assignment process?
Yes.
There's an open enrollment period annually. It usually runs from mid-January to the end of March. We're wrapping up ours now, in which parents can come to the office, the student assignment offices in 3 of our zones, in each of our zones, and actually pick which school they want their child to go to. They'll actually rank the schools that are available to them based on what assignment zone they live in. At the end of the application period, a random number is assigned to the application, and that random number actually determines the order in which your application is processed, and that will determine what school you get into.
Now, when I first started looking at where I was going to put little Lee Pitts Jr. For school, I'm just like, okay, is it an A school or not an A school? That's what most people do. And hey, why don't I have an A school in my community? Speak to that and the whole process of how parents should look at things.
Certainly, that's a great point, Lee. We know the school grades out there. It's a big component of measuring our success of our schools, but it's not the only measure. We really encourage, as I said before, for parents to really look at what program is going on inside the school, what type of learning gains the students in those particular schools are making. And those programs, they're special, they're unique. Is it a match for your child? The school grade is just one component of that. We really want parents to really research and find the best fit for their child.
Okay, we have the school system, your website on the screen. Is that the best place to go to find out more information?
Certainly, yeah. On the website, you'll be able to link to our student assignment office or department. We just revamped the website there, so there's plenitude of information there. You can also call or visit one of our 3 student assignment offices. We have one in Lehigh, one in Cape Coral, and one at the central office in Fort Myers.
All right, final question. How do you feel, Marc, about the type of time and research that parents are putting into the process? Do you think it could be improved, or you think it's okay the way it is?
It's the most important thing you do when you choose a school for your child, is to do that research. We implore families and parents to learn more. I think visiting schools is probably the #1 thing you can do. I think as a school district, it's our responsibility to put our schools out there and market them and put the information that parents need to make good decisions. So we're working on that, continuously improving that as well.
Well, Marc, we're so proud to have you in that position, and we know that with you and your knowledge, everything is going to work out just fine.
Thank you, Lee, and we appreciate you being a champion for the school district of Lee County.
All right, no problem. As the saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Marc and all the fine people over at the Lee County School District who are doing it.